Well, that wasn't obvious. Hello. So I've lost 2.5 stone this year. Don't worry, this isn't a Weight Watchers advert, by the way. No, the reason I've done it is because women have this habit of always saying, a good man is hard to find. A good man is hard to find. And that's complete bollocks. Because we're not, it's just that you girls don't do cuddly. So it got to the point where I either had to lose the weight or, you know, change my name. They say you are what you eat, and people at work had started calling me a KFC bargain bucket. Which is nice of them. But they always have this habit of, you know, going down the route of basing your life on wrong choices and wrong decisions and wrong sayings, stuff like that. And I always seem to listen to them, you know, beauty's only skin deep, and it ain't over till the fat lady sings. That last one in particular is quite bad, purely for the fact that random strangers have started coming up into the street and calling me a lesbian. So I decided to do something about it. I went to the doctors, and the first thing the doctor said to me was, Mr. Fieldy. Well, I ain't English, are they? Mr. Fieldy, I would advise you to stop masturbating. Why is masturbation wrong? Yes, Mr. Fieldy, especially when I'm trying to examine you. So I thought about going on the diet, and I decided to put it on Facebook, and you know, I put on there, if I get 50 likes, I'll go on a diet. I got 50 likes. So some people have been asking me like how I deal with it, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's absolutely fine. I've made sure it will never happen again, because I only have 48 friends on Facebook. You know, over the years, my weight has been more up and down than probably a bipolar prostitute, you know. Oh, actually, sorry, I've just realised, when I said that, I was pointing at you, and I'm really sorry. Because I can quite clearly see you're not bipolar. To be fair though, I know it sounds like I'm slagging off women and everything, but I'm not. You know, there has been times in my life where women have always said to me, oh Dan, you've got lovely deep blue eyes. Oh Dan, you've got lovely eyelashes. And that's fine, I take that as a compliment. I'm like, oh, great, that means you're going to come home with me and I'm going to get to sleep with a real woman. As opposed to that poster of, real size poster of Claire from Steps I've got. In my room, just there. But when I say Claire from Steps, by the way, I mean obviously before she got fat. Sorry. I realise now that that's made me sound quite shallow, and there is actually a fat bird in the audience that I've actually slept with, and I didn't want to embarrass her. Just say sorry, Laura. But to be fair, my mate doesn't think that size 12 is fat. Bit deep in it, bit deep. So back to the women that think I've got nice eyes. Yeah. I always then go, you know, down the line of, oh, do you fancy it then? And they kind of do that thing when they look down you, like they're kind of looking. So they start at the eyes and they go, maybe, still fat? No. I tried. But to be fair, I just want to leave you on one last little bit of advice, because if anyone knows me, obvious. I've had a bit of a tough year, and the one thing that's got me through it is just this simple piece of advice. It's better late than never. Kind of like a girl in a period.